George Becker. Welcome to RockEyez, man.
What's up, Brian? How you doing?
Really good, really good. How's everything with you?
Things are good. Things are good. Just moving along.
Cool, cool, cool. Now, the biggest question, as you expect, going from cover band to glam to rock to pop to country. What's the crossover? How come?
Okay, so here it goes. Ready?
Yeah,
So when I first started back in my teenage years, it's funny because I was in your typical teenage band, garage band. We played Marshall Tucker and Skinner and Outlaws and all that, right?
right,
So that's Southern rock. Then, as I got all into the music industry, the glitz and the glamour of rock and roll just grabbed me. So I
right.
went through that whole process. But as I got older and my songwriting, once I get into original, even my rock and roll writing was pretty
Right.
much based around a southern flair, whatever. Um, and that's where I end up. I just like the culture of country music right now.
Right, yeah,
Country rock, I should say. Country rock, I should say.
right, right, right. Now, also congratulations on the Country Music Association. You're a member
Oh,
now.
thank you. Yes,
Oh,
I am. Thank you very much.
cool. So, how'd that happen? How'd it go about?
Well, I've been doing it for a little over 2 years now, writing. I visit down in Nashville. I write down there. We've been playing a lot, either solo, duo, trio, however it has to be,
Right,
or full band. But as you visit down there, you network,
right.
and then you apply, and they go over your resume, and they accept you or not. And
Right.
they send me an email, they accepted me, so it's kind of cool.
Cool, cool, cool. Now, like I said, in the early days, I guess you started about 1979 in Rat Salad,
Yeah, something like
right?
that.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
you just kept on moving ahead and progressing every time.
Yeah, exactly that. Like I said, different as you age differently. You hang out in the city, you do different things. You know, all in all, I can still consider myself, small town. I come from Rahway. I grew up in Rahway. Back then, that was a small town as far as Jersey is considered. And we did what we did. It kind of reflected the small towns of country music, but then you start hanging out in the city, start going to bigger places. And again, I'll say it again. The attraction of rock and roll back then was different to me. So, and that's what brought me into where I was. But now I'm laid back as you can be.
Cool, cool, definitely cool. Cool. Now, back in the day, you were listening to like Bowie, T Rex, and stuff like that. What do you listen to now?
Well, back then, yeah, I was more though. I grew up more like on the Stones and Aerosmith.
Right,
So when you think about and Skinner, so when you think about that, that's where I really came from.
right.
But yeah, then I went to Bowie and all that. But right now it's all about Eric Church, um, Brantley Gilbert, um, Chris Stapleton,
Uh-huh.
the Black Crows. I still dig the Black Crows. I still dig the Stones. So it's a modern thing between country and blues. You know,
Yeah,
so
definitely. How much different is it recording like a rock record compared to a country?
it's really not. It's not different at all. As you know, my songwriting partner and my guitar player for the past 6 years now, 5 years, it's been Pete Fry.
Uh-huh.
So we kind of grew into it together.
Right,
And the only difference is we add different instrumentation. Like we have a pedal steel player, Jimmy Ryan. He plays on the records too.
right,
Um, when we need it, a dobro, different instrumentation, but the basics are still there. We
right,
start out the same way. I even back in the day, I wrote everything on acoustic guitar, and then I just layered it through,
right.
and I do the same thing now.
Cool, cool. Tell me a little bit about Piece of Country, your release in 2023.
Okay, so me and Pete Fry got together,
Right,
and every once in a while we have songwriting sessions in my studio, and we bounce ideas off each other. And I don't know, I have a lot of lyrics. I have like a whole notebook full of lyrics. I write every day.
Right.
And then I also write melodies every day, and then we bounce them off each other, and that's how the song comes about. But Piece of Country just came about by um people saying to me, you're from Rahway, New Jersey. How are you country?
Right.
And
Right.
I say to them, that's what the song's about. The song's about, it doesn't matter where you're from.
Right.
Country music that I've grown into is a feeling. It's
Right.
a passion for what you're doing. You know, you don't have to be from Georgia or South Carolina to be country,
Right.
and that's what the song's about. So
Cool. Cool. Is Pete a full-time member of your band?
Pete is a full-time member of my band. He's my songwriting partner. He's my musical director. Um, and yeah, um, I hope he'll say the same thing if you ask.
Are we working on new material as we speak?
Yes, we are. We're always working on new material. Like I said, I write every day, and me and Pete get together a couple times a month, and then we start doing it. We stopped doing the whole full album thing. What we do is
Right.
we put out singles. That's the other thing in this genre. We're doing it like there's no pressure.
Right.
So when we finish a song, we master it and we get it out there. Right now, we're working on three different things. Um, rather not say what they are, but one's an upbeat tune, one's another mid-tempo tune, and one
Right.
is an actual rework of a country classic song.
Cool. Cool. Now, is everything done in-house, or do you have a label, or what?
No, no label, man. I was under Melodic Rock, even my first country record, and right now we're just pumping it out by ourselves. I have my own publishing company, George Becker Music. I do everything through that.
Right.
Um, we do have some outside musicians every once in a while. Like I said, going down to Nashville. Me and Pete uh, went down to Nashville together uh, last year, and we did some songwriting circles and stuff like that.
Right.
But that's about it. We're just doing it on our own, just chugging along.
Cool. Cool. Now, how come everybody's heading to Nashville? I mean, even rockers are going to Nashville. I mean, metal people are going to Nashville. Country, everybody's going to Nashville.
Because Nashville isn't about country music per se. I mean,
Right.
it started off that way, but it's just music, man. I mean, to me, I don't know if I should say this or not, but to me, it's getting a little too commercial for me down there.
Right.
Um, there's a side of Broadway down there that is old school country, and then there's a
Right.
side that's all commercialized, big buildings with three story bars and all of that. I prefer the honky tonks on the other side.
Right.
It's more true to form, but it's always a good time down there. You know, to me, more than 3 days down there is a bit rough, but I go down there for business more than pleasure, so it's different for me.
Cool. Cool. Now, you still live in Jersey?
I still live in Jersey. Yes, I actually, uh, me and my fiance, we bought a house in more rural Jersey. So now we have the rural house, and we
Right.
have the two dogs, the fence. All I need is my F-150, and I'll be all set, man.
Right. Tell me, what's your feeling about vinyl making a comeback?
I like it. I did talk that over with Pete at one point, but you know, I like it for the collector's point of view of it, but I'm not seeing any commercial success on that right now. So I don't know. I don't really have a dog in the fight right now.
Is there anything like in your life that really was mind changing or whatever? That
What
changed
to
your life,
move
your
to
change
move
direction or as a person?
as a person? Absolutely. I met my fiance 9 years ago. That changed my life totally because I have a really great relationship. 17 years ago today, my dad passed away. That changed my life in a certain way. I wrote one of my biggest songs, "All Alone," is about that day.
Right.
Like I said, we moved to more rural area of New Jersey. That
Right.
changed my life. And one of the biggest things that changed my life is I'm 5.5 years sober, and
Yeah. Congratulations.
everything is. Thank you very much. Everything to me now is more clear, and I'm a better songwriter. I'm a better singer. I'm a better performer. I'm a better person, I hope. And I'll take this opportunity to say if I ever did you wrong in my drunken state, I apologize, because that's what happens. But yeah, those are the things that have changed my life.
Well, cool. Now, is there any plans for any shows?
Yes, glad you asked. Hopefully this will be posted in time. So, and I believe we talked about that. On June 12th, me and Pete are doing an acoustic duo version of what we do, all original, of course. And we're at the Sellersville Theater in Sellersville, Pennsylvania, and we are direct supporting country outlaw by the name of Creed Fisher. It's going to be a great show. That's the first one. And on June 15th, we're in Frenchtown, New Jersey, and we're direct supporting full band, direct supporting Artemis Pyle, who's the original drummer of Leonard Skinner. I believe the only survivor of that whole plane crash, Leonard Skinner. We played with him before. He's a great guy, and it's a great show. So those two shows coming up in June are going to be spectacular. Two different types of shows.
Is there any talk about maybe a small intimate show in Jersey before them shows?
I'm doing an acoustic solo. I'm doing acoustic solo at the Old York Winery on June 2nd. When I do acoustic solo shows at wineries, I usually do my originals plus some classic rock and country covers. That will be from noon to 3 p.m. at Old York. Yeah, I do that occasionally.
Right. Yeah. Wow. So anything else I missed that's coming up? Sorry about my dog.
No, that's all good. No, the best thing to do with me is things are always changing, things are always being added. If you go to officialgeorgebecker.com, all the information is there. All the information about the guys in the band, all the information about shows coming up, all the information about where to get my music, where to listen to it, stream it, buy it. There's some videos on there, some live videos of what we did lately. Everything is at officialgeorgebecker.com. If you go there, I promise you'll get every single piece of information about me, what's going on.
Okay. Congratulations on everything you've been doing. I'm looking
Thank you,
forward
brother.
to the next release. Would you like to say anything to the fans out there?
Come to the shows. All I gotta say is come to the shows. I might have switched from rock to country, but it's still rocking, still adrenaline filled, and it's a great time. I promise you that you'll have a great time.
Thanks very much, George. I appreciate it.
All right, brother. Thank you for having me.
Talk to you later, man.
All right, man. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.